just what I see.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Today we're taking a look at a fragrance from a house called the United Scent of America. And the fragrance we're looking at is called New Jersey. And what these folks do, United Scents of America, is make fragrances with state names applied to them and with sort of cliche notions about the state. So like they have a New York fragrance that's centered on apple because, New York's called the Big Apple. They have a Hawaiian fragrance which is built on pineapple and coconut to give it like a tropical feel. They have a fragrance called Texas, which is really centered around a Texas cedar note. So that's sort of their little shtick. They do state-based fragrances and they sort of look at what the I guess stigma or the generalization about that state is, and then make a fragrance off of that. As far as the company goes, not a ton out there about this company. They're based out of Hoboken, New Jersey. Their mission is to make the wearer feel a nostalgia for the state that they're wearing. And as of filming this video, they have about 12 fragrances in their collection. The first couple were released in 2012. They released a couple more in 2015, and they haven't done anything in a couple of years, so I'm not really sure if they're still active or not. I stumbled across this fragrance, New Jersey, at my local TJ Maxx. They had like 3 or 4 states available. I think they had Massachusetts, New York, and New Jersey. They might have had another one. And I looked at Fragrantica, and this is the one that had some appeal to me. I did a little bit of reading, and it was $7.99 for 50 ml. I decided to give it a go, and I grabbed it. And so let's get into it. Again, I paid $8 for 50 ml. It's eau de toilette. I believe these can still be found at some Marshalls or TJ Maxx locations. Now, if you have to go online to grab it, I've only seen it on Amazon, and it's more pricey. The 50 ml bottle on Amazon is $38, so that's a big difference. And other than that, I have not been able to find these online. You might be able to with some sleuthing. New Jersey was one of the 2012 releases. And the notes on this one are freshly buttered popcorn at top, cotton candy, caramel, and coconut in the middle, vanilla extract, peach, patchouli, and musk in the base. So the idea here obviously is to make this one smell like a boardwalk or a fairground or a carnival. In the state of New Jersey. New Jersey, obviously synonymous with the Jersey Shore. Not necessarily the TV show, which I know a lot of people from New Jersey are embarrassed about, but that's sort of the idea behind this one. As far as your presentation goes, I threw the box away because it's literally one of the worst boxes, probably the worst box I've ever come across. It's just a really cheap plastic box with a see-through section where you could see the fragrance. It's really like the kind of box you get a Russell Stover's chocolate bunny in. You could see through, and there's plastic protecting the bunny. That's the way the box for the fragrance was. The bottle, not much better. You do have the state drawn out. It says United States of America, New Jersey. You have a sticker on the bottom. The liquid is a very weird color that does not exist in nature, and the sprayer is very good. So there is your bottle presentation for New Jersey. Okay, let's talk about the fragrance. Guys, this is a jumbled synthetic mess. There's a lot of pyrazines in here, I guess, a lot of fruit esters to give it the peach, probably some lactones to give for the coconut. It's just poorly put together, and I'd be stunned, shocked, surprised if anything in this is a natural material. With that all said, I really like this scent. It's just fun. You know, there's this 80s movie called Just One of the Guys. It's a silly movie about a girl who pretends to be a guy to get a high school journalism job. And it's a dumb fucking movie. But I like it. And when I watch it, I'm not expecting to see The Godfather. You know, I used to love the show Jackass. I wasn't expecting to watch The Wire when I watch Jackass. And so when I wear or reach for New Jersey, I'm not expecting a masterpiece by the likes of Dominique Ropion or Olivia Giacobetti. No one is going to confuse this for the latest and greatest by Guerlain. But what this is, it's very simple, to be honest with you. It is a sort of mix of hot buttered popcorn, almost like a caramel apple, and fruits. And then sort of a musky patchouli dragon. That simple, that synthetic. And it achieves what it aims to pretty well. And that is to smell like a Jersey Shore boardwalk in the summertime. It's juvenile, it's gaudy and raunchy, it's clumsy, but I'm glad that I have a bottle of it. As far as it performs, you know, there's no development on this fragrance. The development is next to none. You start off with that buttered popcorn, caramel peach smell, and gradually it just fades into a dry down of vanilla, patchouli, and musk. But that sort of sweet, fair-like opening never really leaves the picture. It's always hanging around. And guys, this one is a boomer. It projects, it's beastly. It lasts for an insane amount of time, 8 to 10 hours, I would say. This is a fragrance I think better suited for a female than a man. I think a man could wear this if he knows what he's getting himself into, and then of course he could pull it off. And for either sex, this is the perfect for a casual, lazy summer day or even evening out. You can see this being like a 4th of July scent, but you have to practice a lot of restraint with the trigger on this one because this can easily become cloying if you go too far with it. If you like the idea of this fragrance, but you can't get it, or you just want something a little bit better, you know, there's three fragrances that really come to mind. So you get that buttered popcorn feel, of course, Shea and Blues salted caramel gives you that salted caramel feel without the other notes, and it's very high quality, but it is just salted caramel. Another step up would be 4,160 Tuesdays, What I Did on My Holiday. That is the fragrance that introduced me to the brand. That is a boardwalk fragrance with much higher quality notes, much better blended. There's ocean notes in that one. There's mint, there's rock candy. It's just really well done, and it smells really nice. And then the king of these sort of fragrances for me is Zing by L'Artisan Parfumé, which is my favorite niche fragrance of all time. That one takes the circus theme, gives you some gourmand notes, but then it also adds in some animalic notes to give you the feel of the animals in the circus. That for me is far away the best. I know that Min has Magic Circus, which is quite expensive. I only smelled Magic Circus, I think, when I went through the Min line, when I went down there, so I don't remember it enough to say how much I like it, but I think it's a good fragrance. And I think with Magic Circus, with What I Did on My Holiday, and with Zing, you're going to do better than this one if you want to step up and spend that money. If someone were trying to talk you into purchasing this one, I think they would tell you that it's just fun, which is, for me, a component of the whole fragrance experience that I really like, is just having fun with it. It smells good, it's cheap, and it would be a great sort of cheap fragrance for females. If someone were trying to talk you into skipping this one, I think they'd say that for a guy it might be too femme. It's unbelievably synthetic, and it's not abstract enough. Zing and What I Did on My Holiday and Magic Circus are abstract. They have the smell and the idea of the carnival/circus, but they're also perfumes. Well-constructed perfumes with good materials, where this is really just going for sort of the fun novelty side of that theme. I'm still going to give New Jersey a 7 out of 10. It's not a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fun. And if you can score this one, guys, for under $10, damn, it's well worth it. And it does, to be honest with you, makes me want to explore more from the brand. They executed this one well for what it was. I'd be curious to see how they might handle a Georgia peach fragrance or a Florida orange fragrance. Now, obviously, there's only so many states you can sort of play this game with, right? Like, I don't know how you would do Michigan or Montana. Or Arizona. But I mean, there are states you could do stuff with, though. So I don't know. Maybe that's why they folded. I'm not sure. But if you see this one and it's for the low or this brand and you got $10 and you're like me and you just like smelling different things, I'd recommend giving a couple a go. So guys, that is my review of New Jersey. Let me know if you have smelled this one. I'd be very anxious to hear. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next week with some more videos. I want to thank you all so much for watching. My name obviously is Maximilian, and I'm listening.